Hello, I'm Doug, and this is the Taste and Sensibility channel. And today on Brie-Like cheeses number 3, we're looking at a cheese called Camembert. So this is Bonne Vie, a domestic U.S. brand. I think they're based in Atlanta. And it just says soft ripened cheese. So this will be the third rind organism that we've had. We started out with Brie. Yeah, they were all bries, and they were all Penicillium candidum as the rind organism. And last time, on number 3, we saw a French cheese that used Geotrichum candidum. And we are going to dig into a third kind, which is why it's called Camembert. It's called Penicillium camemberti. And it's just a different kind of mold that is put on the outside of the cheese disc when it's very young, and it gets patted down until it's just like a little paper coat. It's very thin and it's very white, so you can see that in the overhead. I'm just going to dump it out. This has been at room temperature for an hour or more. Yeah, I don't think I need this foil anymore. So, ooh, it's got quite a smell. A little mushroomy, a little fungal, a little old or musty. Or let me show you on the flavor spectrum of Liz Thorpe and her book of cheese, which has been my guide for this whole thing. But this is kind of a flavor spectrum at the bottom. Across here, it's like approachable to very funky, very strong, very bold. And this is availability. So this is like every grocery store, but up here is like only a couple of cheese shops are going to have that. But all the double creme, triple creme bries are along in here. They're not very far along the path. But a certain craft creamery Camembert that she likes is past the middle. So it's getting a little funkier, a little stronger, a little bolder, and it's less available. So I don't think I've ever seen this in any store I go to for cheese, but we just have a garden variety Camembert. So we will just go ahead with that and taste it and pair it with different things and see what we can find out about it. So I am just going to cut all the way through, all the way across, and try to work with just 1/4 of it. So let's see what it's in. It's a little pale yellow on the inside, and it's fluffy and forms peaks. It's a little like room temperature butter. And that's what I've been finding. Ooh, I don't want to waste that. I'm just going to take a little corner and go ahead and put it on something because it just looks delicious. So I got quite a bit of rind on this, being it's just a little small corner. And the rind is usually totally edible, but it has mushroom notes, I would say. So let's see what we find in this. There's a lot of salt. It's buttery, creamy. And the mushroom notes are stronger than all the bries were. So the domestic brie, the French brie, regardless of the cream content, the fat content, this is a much stronger mushroomy note on the outside, on the rind. I think that's where all of it's coming from. I might just, okay, I'll take a bigger slab and put it on a plainer cracker. This cracker will have less salt, but I think there's black pepper all over it. So we'll find out if I get a salt and pepper effect. Creamy, soft, flows easily all over your tongue, and then the salt hits. And it's pretty intense. I would do this on this brand on unsalted crackers as much as possible. Strong mushroom nuts. Stronger than bries. So I think I can distinguish the different organisms. I'm going to go on an unsalted flatbread next. These were a little stale, and I put them in the oven to dry them out and unstalify them. And they got a little bit browned and toasty. And that's an improvement. They're not stale tasting anymore. So this might be the best fit for this salty cheese here. Very good. Yeah, it softens the saltiness to not have a salty cracker. And the slightly toasty nature of the flatbread from me putting it in the oven is sort of canceling out or modifying, neutralizing some of the mushroom flavors, some of the strong flavors that are coming from the rind. That's real interesting. I might start recommending that to people. Let's check that again. Yeah, the mushroom notes are there, but it's less intense. So this Camembert just says it's a double crumb Camembert, the Bonne Vie domestic brand made with pasteurized milk from the US. This was an 8-ounce disc, and it was something like $6 at a grocery store. And I see this brand all over the place in my area. So the next thing I'm going to move on to, and I'm going to stick with flatbread, is a little bit of pairing with different things I brought, different nuts and dried fruits. So I'm going to keep going on my little quarter disc of the Camembert that I opened up, and haven't tried a lot of nuts as pairings. So I'm going to put on a few little cashew halves. So they're salty and a little sweet, and they have some nutty characteristics, so we'll see how that gets along with the Camembert here. So I love cashews, but I am not tasting cashew nuts in this combination. The creaminess or saltiness or mushroominess of the brie, of the Camembert, and then the toastiness of the flatbread are all stronger than the cashews. I didn't even taste them. They weren't there at all. Okay, on the second bite, when I was really, really looking for them, I could pick little flashes of the cashews out, but that's not a very good use for cashews. So just eat them plain. Or in something else, but not this way. Then I'm giving this one a good smear. And this combination of the toasted flatbread and this Camembert is really good. So, for my next trick, I'm going to grab a few golden raisins, which are sweet and fruity and light, and don't have those darker raisin notes. So there we go. Lots of golden raisins on this thing. Let's give this a try. Well, you have to bite right into the raisins to get it, but when you do, you pick up a little of that sweeter raisin character, but it's not a strong pairing partner. The cheese and cracker, again, are stronger than the raisin flavors. So neither of those really stood up. So you're going to need, if you're going to do pairings with Camembert, you're going to need a strong partner. So thank you so much for watching this video, and please like the video down below, give it a thumbs up, leave comments and questions down below, and subscribe to the channel and click that bell to get notified when the new videos come out every Monday, most weeks. So I hope you enjoyed that, and let's move on to episode 4. I'll go back to my little multi-grain cracker to do a little cheers as we go out. Cheers!